Hi guys, welcome back to HSC Standard Math Hacks videos. In today's video, I will be taking you through one of the easiest questions from HSC Standard Maths exam. This question has appeared 5 times in the past. So I'm talking about this section of this graphic. So it has appeared 5 times, and the latest it has occurred in 2020 question 1. And the thing with this topic is with non-linear relations, the questions can either be extremely easy, especially if they come from part 1 of the exam, or they can be quite hard, which I've put it in here in the challenging bit. This specific one came from 2020 question number 1. The reason I say this one is very easy because all you need to know about this question is a few properties, and if you memorize them, you're good to go. So let me take you through what are those properties. So let me switch my screen. If you go to Study Ninja website under nonlinear relationship, you will find this is the graphic that I took out. Here we have segregated each of the topics by different subtopics. The 3 things that are relevant for this exam or this section of the exam is parabola, exponential, and hyperbola. Now if you go inside each of them, you will have all the details you need to know. Say for a parabola, these are all the properties you need to know. So just memorize it, write it somewhere, make sure you're absolutely comfortable with this. What you have is parabola is either shaped like this or shaped like this, and it depends on what is the value of a. The equation for parabola is this: ax to the power of 2 plus bx plus c. You may or may not have this part, especially if b is 0 and c is 0, but you need to know that they exist even if you are only given ax squared. That means c is 0. So if a is greater than 0, this should be the shape. If a is less than 0, this should be the shape. The second point to know is that the c, value of c in this equation, so this c value is the value of y-intercept. Okay, then there can be more than one x-intercepts or no x-intercepts at all if the parabola is going like this. And minimum maximum point is the turning point of the parabola. So this point or this point, this is where the parabola turns. These are all the things you need to memorize pretty much for this. Exponential, similarly, we have got different properties here. Exponential equation is written like this: y is equal to b a to the power of x plus c. Again, if a is greater than 0 or if a is less than 0, the curve would look different. If a is greater than 1, I mean. If a is greater than 1, then it's going to be going upward. If a is less than 1, then it's going to be going downwards like this. Actually, it can touch the x-axis. The important point here is that the asymptote is the point, is the line that it would never touch, and that line is at c. So where y is equal to c, that's the asymptote. The other thing that you need to know here is y-intercept is where c plus y-intercept is where c is c and b. If you add, that's the y-intercept. Okay. Now, final thing you need to know is about hyperbola. Hyperbola equation would be something like this: y is equal to a over x plus c. Few things to note here, that asymptote is x is equal to 0 in both cases. If x is greater than 0, it would look like this. If x is less than 0, it would look like this. And asymptote on this side is where y is equal to c. And x-intercept may or may not exist. So these are the few things you just need to memorize. Now, if we go back, and let's move here. So this was the first question that came in 2011, question number 6. Yeah, so that's the question. And what you have here, the question is asking which of the following graph best represent the equation y is equal to a to the power of x. First thing you need to recall, what is this kind of equation? This is an exponential equation, right? Exponential is represented by a to the power x plus c. If I take you back to the notes, so this is the a to the power x plus c and b as well, but basically because b is 1, so that's why b is no, you can't see b, and in this case you can't see c because c is 0. So you already know b is equal to 1 and c is equal to 0. Now the way to answer this question is, if you know the properties, just start eliminating what you think can't be the right answer, because these two are straight lines, they both can't be the right answers, right? Then that pretty much leaves you with these two options, right? And it would, if I go back again, then what else do I know? That the asymptote is where y is equal to c. So in this case, c is 0. So asymptote is this line. So y is equal to 0. So it can never touch the asymptote. So this can't be right. So this is the right answer. So again, it comes down to knowing these properties very well and then applying them. Moving on, this question came in 2014, question 3. I don't have the options here, but that's not important. The important thing is to understand how you apply the properties that we just learned. You're given the chart, and then you ask which of the equations would represent. But think of it again, parabola, and what does it represent? So the shape is like this, which means a should be greater than 0. Then it's the turning point is, so y-intercept is equal to 1. So in this case, y-intercept is equal to 1. This is where x is equal to 0. Okay, y-intercept is equal to 1. Then what else do we know? The turning point also seems like it's here. So these are a few things that you already know, and we already know that the equation should be something like ax squared plus bx plus c. So once we know all these things, then whatever the options are, you would select the most likely option. Moving on, this one is an equation with x to the power of 3. Now we don't have any of this in our properties. So highest power here is x to the power of 2. Exponential looks something different. Hyperbola looks like this. So for this kind of thing, we just eliminate. The straight line equation, definitely this is not straight line. This looks like an exponential equation, so can't be this. We know how exponential looks like from the properties. This again is basically this one, parabola, like this, and so this equation again can't be that, so has to be B, right? So you just, because you know all the properties, you just eliminated the options that it can't be, and then you selected the right option. Then 2018 question 4, this is a parabola equation, right? What's parabola equation? Ax squared plus bx plus c. In this case, it's a is 1, so 1x squared, because b is 0, so that's why we're not seeing anything, and c is minus 2. So we know a is 1, b is 0, and c is minus 2. Now we already know that a is equal to 1, so which means a is greater than 0. So parabola shape would be like this, not like this, right? So you can pretty much eliminate these two. And then you're left with these two. Now, what is the y-intercept? Y-intercept is, let's see, what's the property? So value of C in the equation is y-intercept. So value of C is -2. So this A is where the y-intercept is -2. Here y-intercept is +2, so A would be the right answer. Again, we know the properties, then it's just easy to apply. Very easy question. Finally, this is what came in 2020 question 1. Again, a parabola is given. So in this case, we write the equation again. What is the equation? And then knowing this, -1x square, b is 0, that's why it's not visible here, and c is equal to 1. So we know here a is -1, b is equal to 0, and c is equal to 1. Now again, we're gonna do the elimination. In fact, we didn't even need to do all this. All by looking at it, this is a straight line chart, this one is exponential chart, this is hyperbola, so it has to be this one. So these are very easy, extremely easy marks, and that's something I want to stress in this video, that memorize these properties extremely well, these three, 8.1, 8.2, 8.3. Once you know these very well, then any kind of question that appear, like, it will be very easy for you to solve. So these are easy marks. Make sure you are well aware of all the properties so you can get them. These are low-hanging fruits. Okay. Now, if you like this video, please comment what kind of topics you are struggling with, and if you'd like me to make more videos around them. Have a look at mock exams over here, where we have made these mock exams with different kinds of questions, the ones that I discuss in these study maths hacks. So these hack questions we have put together in mock exams. They will give you a very good practice as well. Finally, also please join our HSC Standard Maths 2021 group on Facebook, and if you have any questions, you can put them there and we'll help you sort them out. Thank you.